Hi, Chrissy Nizer, MBA Administrator here on the Eastern Shore. Today we're talking to Shane, who's a grain farmer. Glad to be with you today, Shane.
Well, so glad you could come out. Thanks for coming out.
Of course. Tell us a little bit about your history, how you got into farming. Is it a family business, or a little bit about your background?
Yeah, so I farmed with my dad. He's been farming for 40 years, and I decided to, I wanted to continue on and follow in his footsteps. So I've been farming. We farm corn, wheat, and soybeans in Somerset and Worcester counties in Maryland, and we do about 1,500 acres total.
So we're here talking about dangers on the road, and certainly with our slow-moving vehicles, it's been a focus of ours to make sure that people in a vehicle are aware of how to interact with our slower-moving vehicles. You might be on the road more frequently now the weather's getting nicer.
Absolutely.
So tell us about this machine back here and what you might
behind
use
us
it for.
here we have a tractor and a planter, and that's pretty common to see this time of year in the spring as farmers are getting in the fields planting corn and beans this time of year. And you can see it's long and it's wide and it's slow moving. So it's just something to take extra precautions around and be aware of your surroundings when you approach one of these vehicles.
Certainly makes sense. And we know we have farms all across the state, but certainly on the route to Eastern Shore, you might have some vacationers, right?
Absolutely, a lot of beaches around here, absolutely.
Very true. So people that might not be as used to interacting with farm vehicles, what advice would you give to drivers?
Yeah, so if you're on the highway, one of the highways around, just always make sure you change lanes, get in the other lane, and don't try to avoid running up close to us, follow and give safe distance behind us, and just allow for any turns that we may have to make, swinging wide and slower turns in vehicles. And then on the back roads, if you were to meet somebody in a big equipment like this on a back road, always try to find like an exit strategy. If you can see a lane, a driveway or something that you can just pull off the road completely, that's always the best option. If not, just try to get over as much as you can and slow down. And both of us will have plenty of room to get by. If we both go slow and get over, it's not a problem.
Let's go get in the vehicle and see if we can get that perspective and most importantly make folks understand that when they're around these vehicles, we really got to take that extra precaution so that everybody is safe.
Absolutely.
We're here in the combine with Shane, getting a great perspective of what we see out on the roadway, sitting up high. Obviously, we want to be respectful of our slow-moving vehicles and make sure that when we're around them, we're using caution and patience. Yeah, I can tell even on the road that you see it's not as tricky how difficult it is to navigate the width of the vehicle. It's pretty much as wide as the roadway.
Here comes our first car. So let's see what happens.
See what he does.
So yeah, he's pulled over.
Oh, that's great.
He's got way over. Yeah, that's good.
Good to see.
But yeah, so that was great by both of these drivers. They gave me plenty of room, and it helps that there's no ditch there, so they have plenty of room. Always try to give them a wave, give them a wave and say thank you. Oh, even the school bus got over, so that's good.
It's great to see. These are just daily obstacles that you're always facing.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Get to see the respect here.
But yeah, you can see like there, for instance, there's a driveway that, just little things like that. If you ever were to meet a farmer in a big piece of equipment, it doesn't take long just to pull over like the school bus did in somebody's driveway, and everybody keeps the phone going with no problem.
Yeah.
Now I'm meeting somebody in my driveway, so perfect. I hope you enjoyed the tour.
Yeah, thanks for taking me on the road. It's a great perspective to have.
Yeah. And, always good to see it firsthand. And,
definitely.
And from up here, what we're seeing.
We want to make sure all of our farmers are safe and that you get home safely. And so thanks for taking me out on a brief ride so I can see what it's all about.
Yeah, you're welcome anytime.
Well, thank you so much for being with us. I really appreciate it. I feel like I've learned a lot, and it's a great perspective to have. Our goal in Maryland is 0 fatalities, and our farmers are such an important part of our economy. You have families, it's a family farm, it's a great tradition. There are other slow-moving vehicles like our highway crews and other first responders. We want to look out for everybody. Those slow-moving vehicles in particular, want to make sure you get home to your family safely, and
everybody gets home safely. So please look out for each other. Thank you for being with us and look forward to seeing you soon.